What is going on, everybody? I want to talk to you about some side effects that I have experienced. Like, this is just me, the side effects I have been dealing with from investing in Yieldmax for the last year and a half, whatever. Um, I don't know if anyone else has been experiencing these side effects or they're just to me. So please let me know in the comments if you've experienced any of these conditions from investing in high yield funds and Yieldmax. Number one, excuse me. Oh, before I begin, I'm watching a blizzard. I'm here in the back room and I'm watching a blizzard go on and watching the bird feeders, and pretty cool. So anyway, um, a sense of safety during a market drawdown, correction, or really prolonged period. This sense of safety, I did not expect to have this side effect from investing in Yieldmax. I did not think this was going to affect me at all. I saw in a bottle, hey, it might do well in a market drawdown or whatever, but I did not realize how safe I would feel. And let me just kind of explain this. Like the four positions I have: YMAG, Nvidia, AMZ, and SQI. They can all be thrown into this category, but let's just take YMAG, for instance, okay? It's my largest position. I came in with that thing basically at inception. And since that point, it has drifted between, let's just say, $19 and $20, ping pongs, back and forth. Every now and again, it'll dip below, then every now and again, it'll get above 20, whatever, right? What has happened? Because it has flirted, stayed above, barely below my cost basis the whole time since inception, I've been able to accumulate all those dividends the whole time it's been out. And I'm not, for 3 months in a row, it was above my cost basis. Just now, at the recording of this video, it is barely below my cost basis. And that is incredible. Do you know the amount of drawdown, the market correction, the market crash that would have to happen for people that are like me, that have been in this position and averaged down every now and again, got their average cost lower? With all the dividends you've received since inception, it would have to be a pretty monumental crash to just be even on a doggone thing, let alone be down. So yeah, the sense of safety and security that I feel investing in the four funds that I have, I did not think I'd have this side effect, but indeed I do. Next, okay, this side effect is really, I don't know how many people experience this one. Some are going to like it. Some are going to hate it. Some are going to love it. I'm experiencing a condition called free dividends. I don't know about you. Okay. I can only speak on me. How am I experiencing this condition? This was something that, wasn't said on the bottle when you took the old high yield fund medication. But what has happened is I have used trading profits, right? I get a trade, whether it's options or using stocks or inverts or leverage funds, doesn't matter. You buy in that position. It goes in your favor, whatever direction you're choosing for that particular trade. You sell off the whole position. So you have your initial capital, but then you have your profit that you make. You can do anything with that profit. You could, I don't know, buy a steak dinner, pay your mortgage. I don't know, whatever you want to do with it, right? What I elected to do through all the trading I did during the spring, summer, and fall was to build into a position, SQY in this case, totally free. No money out of pocket. Only profits. Now, I could have bought VOO, SPY, the Qs, could have bought Amazon, doesn't matter. Could have bought anything, but I wanted something that would continually give me revenue and give me freedom and choices. What I wanted to do every month with that revenue. Reinvest it, pull it, whatever, right? I didn't have to sell off shares to get this monthly revenue from this free position. So I went with SQI. Free dividends has been a crazy side effect of investing in Yieldmax. Okay, this next one. I know a lot of people are dealing with this currently and have been dealing with it for a long time. I experienced this pretty massively during the spring, summer, and fall, but I've since been able to wean myself off of this side effect, and that is addiction. Guys, the addiction of buying these things during the spring, summer, and fall was absolutely massive. Now, that was the effect. What was the cause? What caused this side effect, this addiction? It was the absolute immediate result of success, especially because of the bull run, right? So, for instance, something like Nvidia, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as the underlying was going up, the dividend would come out. The stock or the ETF would drop by that dividend amount. I would buy in, right? Get at a lower price, whatever. And then, magically, the underlying and Nvidia would continue to go up, right? So you would get massive success every buy. It almost, it seemed. Now, obviously, that depends upon the underlying of what you're in. There's some that went down for a year and a half, some that haven't stopped going down, like AMD and stuff like that, right? So it depends upon the underlying. But if you got in something like YMAG, AMZ, and held it and bought at dips, you would get almost immediate success. And that became addicting because it was like a no-lose proposition. Every time you bought in, the doggone thing would go back up. That's because of the bull run, of course, right? So not only would you get some share price appreciation, you get all the dividends. So it was great. This addiction was caused by immediate success during the bull run. Okay. Now, this is another condition I hoped that I would experience, and I hoped I would get this side effect, but I wasn't sure if I would. That's freedom, especially during our little semi-retirement phase that we're in right now, before we fully retire at the end of next food season. This is a test. This semi-retirement phase I'm in is a test to see if it'll actually work. Yeah, it's only a year I'll be testing it. But it lets me know, and it gives me some kind of sample size, if it'll indeed work. And to my happiness, it absolutely has worked. Like this winter, we're living off the dividends. When our food season starts, anything we're going to make will just go in a bank, but we're going to continue to live off dividends. Yeah, I'll have that safety net, that cash in the bank, but I'm not reinvesting in the fund with my own money. I'll use dividends or whatever to reinvest when I get below my cost basis. But other than that, that's it. We're going to live off dividends the whole year just to make sure, right? 100% that we are totally safe with this strategy and we feel good about it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it's a risk we're taking. For me, maybe not for you. Everyone's different. How about this one? Choices. Like, there are so many ways to create your portfolio. This side effect is pretty impressive. And I didn't know this was going to happen because I didn't know they'd come out with so many different funds, right? You can go crypto funds, you can go safe funds, you can go aggressive, you can go really safe with absolutely hardly any movement and small dividends, right? There's so many ways that you can build your portfolio with high yield funds, for me anyway, right? This isn't me giving advice. This is just telling you what I'm experiencing. The amount of choices I've been able to have been incredible. And I can build my portfolio in any way I desire with any strategy I desire. That brings me to my last point here of the side effects that I've been experiencing. And that is, it's as easy, or you can maximize it, meaning high yield funds, as much as you want. I mean, it could be as easy as you buy them, put on auto drip, maybe auto reinvest if that's something you want to do or whatever, and never touch it. Just let it keep going, working, doing its thing, right? You could do that. I just choose, because we're in retirement and you never know what's going to happen. I choose to maximize revenue by buying on dips, on the underlying chart, not buying in above my cost basis, selling cover calls on them every now and again to get some more revenue, right? So, I mean, there's so many different ways that you can work these funds to be as easy, set it and forget it, depending on your underlying, of course, because it all depends upon the underlying, guys. Make no mistake. And second, or you can be as intricate with it as I am, and really work the funds to try to squeeze maximum value from it. I'd love to know what kind of conditions you got going on with your Yieldmax and what does it cost you. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper.